while the equipment is hot. Keep flammable liquids stored in a tightly closed container and away from spark producing sources. Symbol for electrical equipment. Description: extinguishers for Class C fires are identified by a circle containing the letter C. If colored, the circle is blue. To prevent fires, use flammable liquids only in well-ventilated areas. Never install a fuse rated higher than specified for the circuit. Investigate any appliance or electrical equipment that smells strange. Unusual odors can be the first sign of a potential fire. Symbol for combustible metals. Description: extinguishers for Class D fires are identified by a star containing the letter D. If colored, the star is yellow. To prevent fires, utility lights should always have some type of wire guard over them. Knowledge of the properties of the metals and using good judgment and common sense will assist you in controlling or avoiding potential fires or reactions. Use of fire extinguishers and stages of emergency action plan. Fire extinguishers are designed to put out or control small fires. A small fire, if not checked immediately, will soon spread out of control. Memory aids. A few mnemonics to remember when there is a fire in your area is RACE, RACE. Rescue anyone in immediate danger of the fire. Alarm. Shout or activate the nearest fire alarm pull station and call the emergency number. The fire alarm will ring on the fire floor and throughout the building. Confine the fire by closing doors to the fire. Do not lock. Evacuate to an area of refuge and extinguish the fire if possible. When a fire is reported on your floor, everyone is required to evacuate the area either through a set of fire doors on your floor or via the stairs downward at least 2 floors to a safe area or to the outside. Never go up unless you are below grade or down to an area below grade. Do not use elevators. If you fight a fire, remember the word PASS, PASS, that is pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. Pull the pin. Some extinguishers require releasing a locking latch, pressing a puncture lever or other motion. Aim low, pointing the extinguisher nozzle or its horn or hose at the base of the fire. Squeeze the handle. This releases the extinguishing agent. Sweep from side to side at the base of the fire until it appears to be out. Watch the fire area in case fire breaks out again and repeat the use of extinguisher if necessary. Warning: never fight a fire if the fire is spreading beyond the immediate area in which it started or if it is already a large fire. The fire could block your escape route. You are unsure of the proper operation of the extinguisher. You doubt that the extinguisher you're holding is designed for the type of fire at hand or is large enough to fight the fire. Handling a fire emergency. Always be prepared for a fire emergency. Check the location of firearms and know how they work. Learn your building evacuation plan. Know where your 2 nearest exits are located. Learn how doors swing and where stairs lead. Make sure nothing blocks fire pulls, extinguishers, and emergency exits. Learn the sound of your building fire alarm. Post emergency numbers, including security and first aid, near your telephone. Make sure you know what to do if the fire alarm sounds. Plan your escape. When you notice a fire, consider the following. Pull the nearest fire alarm while exiting the floor. If there is no fire alarm, dial the emergency number. Do not assume that anyone else has already called the fire department. Stay calm and be prepared to answer the operator's questions regarding the emergency. Evacuate. In case you hear the fire alarm, leave at once following your building's evacuation plan. Do not delay yourself by gathering personal items. Your safety always comes first. Before you open any door, feel the door with the back of your hand. If the door is cold, slowly open it a little. If there is no smoke in hallways or stairwells, follow your building's evacuation plan. Get out quickly using designated fire exits. Close doors behind you. However, do not lock the door. The stairway will be your primary escape route. Never use elevators under any circumstances. If you are trapped in smoke or heat, before you open any door, feel the door with the back of your hand. If the door is warm to the touch, do not attempt to open the door. Stuff the cracks around doors with towels, rags, clothing or tape and cover vents to keep out the smoke. Stay low to the floor and if possible cover your mouth and nose with a damp cloth or dust mask to help you breathe. If there is a phone in the room where you are trapped, call the fire department to tell them exactly where you are located. Do this even if you see fire apparatus on the street below. Wait at a window and signal for help. Do not panic or jump. Wait. If possible, open the window at the top or bottom, but do not break it. You may need to close the window if smoke rushes in. Be patient. Rescuing all the occupants of a building can take several hours. An effective way of fighting a fire emergency can be dividing the staff into different teams and each team being designated different responsibilities to avoid duplication or missing out on any of the important tasks. An example of the team protocol to be followed in case of big fires is shown here. 1. Team 1. Alert everyone of the fire. 2. Team 2. Telephone the emergency numbers. A. Fire Department 101. B. Ambulance 102. C. Police 100. 3. Team 3. Check all rooms including bathrooms, dark room for any trapped people. Team 3 has the most difficult task and should include at least 4 people. 1 or 2 should operate the extinguishers and others should replenish new extinguishers and guide trapped people out. A cylinder will discharge in 10 seconds and will need to be replaced rapidly. 4. Team 4 should take the attendance at the assembly point and alert Team 3 of missing people and give first aid till help arrives. Fire drill. A fire drill is a method of practicing how a building would be evacuated in the event of a fire or other emergency. The purpose is to make everyone aware of how to exit the building in the quickest, easiest, and safest way possible if a fire, smoke, or other emergency did occur and will help staff to familiarize with the sound of the fire alarm. It should be unannounced, A joint effort with the management involved. Check to ensure safety alarms and other equipment working appropriately. Feedback of the drill should be provided to all the participants. Discuss upcoming issues and or any changes required. Clothing fires. Buy clothing made of lower risk fabrics. Fabrics containing cotton, cotton or polyester blends, rayon, and acrylic are relatively easy to ignite and burn rapidly. Choose 100% polyester, nylon, wool, and silk as these are more difficult to ignite and tend to self extinguish. Knits and fabrics without a fuzzy or napped surface are less likely to ignite and burn rapidly than open knits or weaves or fabrics with brushed or piled surfaces. Consider purchasing garments that you can remove without having to pull them over your head. Clothes that are easy to remove can help prevent serious burns. If clothing should catch fire, it is important not to run as this would provide additional air to support the flames. An important memory aid is stop, drop, and roll in case your clothing catches fire. Stop where you are, drop to the floor, and roll to smother the flames. As soon as the flames are extinguished, shower cool burned areas with copious amounts of water. If someone else is on fire, immediately immobilize the victim and force her to roll on the ground to extinguish the flames. Assist in smothering the flames using whatever is immediately available. Example, blanket.